Hello and welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. On this cricket show, India would be playing their last match of the South African tour, and definitely they would like to cover themselves with glory when they fly to India. And yes, they were hit in the test matches by South Africa, but they have come back strongly by registering the maiden ODI series win. And now the T20 stands at 1-1, and the final one is coming up tomorrow. And whichever team wins takes the T20. Can India do it? That's the question. And Klassen, to me, will be the danger man for India, as he has been proving after his inclusion in the South African side. So that is one which I'll be looking at. I'll be doing a brief preview of that, and then we'll take you down to the Pakistan Super League, where we had two good matches today. One was a match which was pretty exciting, as we saw the first hat-trick of the Pakistan Super League 2000 win, Junaid Khan, for the new team, Multani Sultans, who actually registered their maiden victory in the first match of the Pakistan Super League yesterday. In fact, went on to hit Lahore Qalandars hard. In fact, it was Junaid Khan's hat-trick which really had them at really searching for it, as 7 wickets fell pretty quickly for a lesser number of runs. And the victors were obviously Multan Sultan. So Junaid Khan's hat-trick was the feature. And as far as the second match was concerned, that happened between Karachi Kings and Quetta Gladiators. The spinners, Ahmed Wazim and Shahid Afridi, doing a wonderful job for the Karachi Kings, and Karachi Kings actually winning the match by 19 runs against Quetta Gladiators. So that is two matches that we'll be looking at on a brief manner, and then we look at some cricket news. But first, let us head to the third T20 preview between India and South Africa. So that is the one which will be holding the interest. As I said, for India, they would like to finish off on a high for sure. After being hit by South Africa in the test, India would like to say that they won the ODI and the T20 series. But we know for India, the main challenge to me in this South African team, which is it's not at full strength at all. So it is very good to see the Henrich Klaassen, the wicket keeper batsman, who has been coming up with really some fantastic strokes, one thought, and he definitely looks a fine prospect for South Africa now. He has started making the news headlines here in South Africa, and Henrich Klaassen would be the man to watch out for when India playing the South Africa. Because India, it would be Klaassen who would be standing between India and victory as far as T20 is concerned, because he is the one who has been really showing a lot of determination against the Indian spinners. And Chahal was given a bitter lesson as far as bowling is concerned, and he was absolutely smashed by Henrich Klaassen. So it will be an interesting thing to see. To me, it will be the battle between Yuzvendra Chahal and Klaassen would be very interesting. As you know, Virat Kohli, the Indian captain, as he has said, he always has given a free rein to the spinners by telling them to actually toss the ball up, whatever be the situation. Now, looking at that, whether India, after seeing the way Yuzvendra Chahal was mauled by Henrich Klaassen, would they be tempted tomorrow? Jasprit Bumrah will be back into business for sure. So it will be interesting to see whether Kuldeep Yadav would play in the place of Jaydev Unadkat. That will be a sort of an interesting selection, according to me, whether India will take the gamble. It will be interesting to see, and especially considering that Chahal has come for some real tap, whether it would be an experiment worth doing. So again, that is something the Indian think tank will look at it. Shastri and Kohli and Dhoni might be the ones who might be looking at that very closely. As far as South Africa are concerned, yes, they have some good batsmen. Smuts has not really taken off, and if Smuts takes off, I can tell you he's a good hitter of the ball as well. Dumini has done his job as a captain in the previous T20. David Miller, Farhan Bardeen, Klaassen is the one that promotion which really paid off, and I won't be a bit surprised if Klaasen continues to come on that position. But one has to wait and watch as to what is the ploy of the South Africans. And then they have the all-rounders, Feluquayo, Morris, Junior Dala was very impressive in the second T20. He bowls with lots of pace, he bowls with a lot of common sense according to me, and he has been really amongst the wickets as well. So Junior Dala is really showing something of his, some real skills of his, no doubt about it. And then the spinner Shamsi and Fungi. So now it will be interesting to see as to whether they would go for Dane Peterson. Was a bit costly, whether they would be tempted to go with the spinners. As far as India are concerned, well, the batting has been doing very well. Dhawan, Suresh Raina would like to get a better score under his belt to really get things going for him. Other than that, everyone has been. Pandya is the one. Can Pandya be a Klaasen for India tomorrow? That's for me, it is like that. Whether Hardik Pandya could be given a free rein and tell him to just go there and impose himself on the South African bowlers, probably do a sort of a batting rejig and get Hardik Pandya to smash a few and get India going. It'll be interesting to see whether there is any sort of an experiment being done in that manner. It's just my pure opinion here on this cricket show of mine. And also, well, looking at the pitch, let's have a look at the pitch as to how it is going to be. One says there could be a lot of runs on this particular wickets. The temperature is very good, and there could be a bit of rain as well. So probably the team that bats later after the rain, probably it could happen that the pitch would be getting a bit soggy, and gripping the ball might be a sort of a big issue. But one has to wait and watch. Well, from here, so that's the preview. So may the best team to win. That is how I would leave it at right now. And let's get on to the Pakistan Super League. So the Pakistan Super League, let's get on to the second match which happened between Karachi Kings and Quetta Gladiators. Karachi Kings were the ones who batted first, and they definitely struggled. In fact, there was a time when they lost, I think it was they lost 6 wickets pretty quickly. They were 131 for 3 at one stage, and look at the total. They were all out. They were restricted to 149 for 9, and this was something which they would really look at very seriously. As far as the Karachi Kings batting was concerned, the highest scorer was Colin Ingram, who also got the man of the match, 41 of 21 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes. Khurram Manzoor made 35 of 39 deliveries, 2 fours. Joe Denley 14 of as many balls with 1 4. Babar Azam making only 10 of 12 balls, no boundaries. Bapara 24 of 18 with 4 4. Shahid Afridi was out. That was the procession which started when there was a real sort of hole being poked by Jofra Archer, Watson and Anwar Ali into the Karachi Kings batting lineup. Wasim, it was Imad Wazim was out for 2. Shahid Afridi was bowled by Watson for 4 of 8 deliveries. Rizwan went for 5. Irfan for not. Amir not out, not. Tamil Mills not out 5. Let's have a look at the bowling figures from the Quetta Gladiators. Anwar Ali, 4 overs, 2 for 32. Archer, for the first time playing in the Pakistan Super League, 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 30. I thought did well. Watson, 4 overs, 3 for 22 was the pick of the bowlers. Mohammad Nawaz, 1 over for 5. Hassan Khan, 3 overs, none for 17. Rahat Ali was smashed for 36 runs of his 4 overs with 1 wicket. The Quetta Gladiators batting, when they started, well, they definitely struggled. It was all about the spinners from the Karachi Kings. Shahid Afridi, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 23. And then Imad Wazim, 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 19. He was given, Imad Wazim was given the ball and told to open the bowling attack by his skipper. Mohammad Amir, 4 overs, 1 for 20. Tamil Mills, 4 overs, 2 for 27. Mohammad Irfan, 2 for 36. Really kept it very tight. And in the process, even though the Karachi Kings were defending a very modest target of 149, the Quetta Gladiators did not have any answer. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but they could only muster 130 for 9. Asad Shafiq was out for 2, Watson for 1. Umar Amin was the highest scorer with 31 of as many balls, 4 fours. Kevin Peterson left cheaply for just 6 runs of 4 balls, was caught Bopara bowled Kyle Mills. Really Razu, 18 of 19 with 1 4 and 1 6. Sarfraz Ahmed could not do much with the bat. He was LBW bowled Shahid Afridi for 7 of 6 balls, 1 4. Mohammad Nawaz made 30 of 20 balls, 3 4s and 1 6. Hassan Khan was not on 17 of 14 balls. Anwar Ali 7 and Jofra Archer 5. Looking at the bowling, I've already spoken about it. Colin Ingram was the man of the match. So that was as far as the second match was concerned. But the third match, which happened in the Pakistan Super League, was a real beauty. The third match happened between Multan Sultans, who is the new team in this Pakistan Super League, and they've already got 1 win under their belt in their very, very first game, as you would remember. And this was their second game in this Pakistan Super League. Multan Sultans were taking on the Lahore Qalandars, and Multan Sultans were the ones who actually batted first on this pitch. This match was played in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. As you know, the tournament is being held in the United Arab Emirates, as we all know. So Multan Sultans once again got a very good start from the opening batsman from Multan Sultans. The other day, Kumar Sangakkara showed his batting skills, and once again Kumar Sangakkara is showing that his strokes are not withering with his age. 63 of 44 deliveries, 5 4s and 3 6s by Kumar Sangakkara. An elegant innings from Kumar Sangakkara, driving well, showing his trademark drives, and putting some sort of innovative T20 strokes as well. Ahmed Shahzad was also good, and they got off to a breezy start. 88 were added in 10 overs by the pair of Sangakkara and Ahmed Shahzad. Shahzad made 38 of 33 deliveries, 5 4s. Sohaib Maqsood is out for 4. And then Shoaib Malik, it was a similar situation as to what happened in the previous match. Shoaib Malik once again showing his consistency, ran out for 48 of 28 deliveries, 2 4s and 3 6s. Pollard was unfortunately run out for naught. Bravo not out 9. Tanveer was not out on 1. And the Multan Sultans raised a total of 179 for 520 overs. And the bowling, Raza Hassan 3 overs for 28. Amar Yamin 2 overs went for 26. Shaheen Shah Afridi 3 overs for 35. Sunil Nareen bowled 4 overs for 32. Mustafa Zaramin 4 overs 2 for 22 was the man who really kept a tab on the Multan Sultans batting with his very good cutters that he bowled. Yasir Shah 4 overs 1 for 27. Now the Lahore Qalandars were chasing 180 runs from 20 overs, and they were going on well. The opening was done by Fakhar Zaman and Sunil Nareen, and Sunil Nareen did it in the way he normally does it in the CPL, Caribbean Premier League, as he smashed 26 of 20 deliveries, 2 4s and 1 6. He went after the bowling of Sohail Tanveer and Mohammad Irfan, and he got 26 runs. Fakhar Zaman was going well. He was really smoking it along, 49 of 30 deliveries before, and with 4 6s he had in that particular innings of his. But it was a brilliance of Ahmed Shahzad catch when Ahmed Shahzad pulled off a real blinder of the bat of Fakhar Zaman. Pollard was the bowler. He was gone, and he was the high scorer as well. Brendan McCullum was consumed for a duck by Mohammad Irfan. Umar Akmal made 31 of 25, 3 4s, 1 6. Sohail Akhtar 21 of 11. And suddenly then came the big hat-trick from Junaid Ali Khan, the first hat-trick of the Pakistan Super League 2018. Junaid Khan was the man who picked up the wickets of Cameron Delport for 3. He was always, Cameron Delport is a very dangerous customer, as we know, so it was a big wicket for them, for the Multan Sultans. Delport was out for 3. And then he had Yasir Shah for naught and Raza Hassan for naught. Shaheen Shah Afridi fell to Tahir for naught. And Imran Tahir, on the other hand, was also doing a good job. 136 all out, and that was it. Multan Sultans had won the match by 43 runs. Well done, Multan Sultans. They are 2 out of 2. They played 2 matches, and they have won two matches already, and they are doing a fine job here on their debut in the Pakistan Super League. The bowling, as I said, Mohammad Irfan was 4 overs, 2 for 19. Sohail Tanveer was smashed, 3 overs for 26. Junaid Khan got that hat-trick, 3 overs, no more than 24 runs and 3 wickets. And one stage, it was a really spectacular collapse. They were doing well. Fakhar Zaman and Sunil Nareen had given them the good start. And when Fakhar Zaman left, the score was 132 for 3. And look, with a space of 4 runs, it was all over. Now that is serious cricket according to me. At 132 for 3 in the 15th over, Fakhar Zaman departing, and then finally that was not good cricket at all. With only 4 runs added, this team of Lahore Qalandars actually were ground out. They were 136 all out in no stretch of an imagination. That can be. I mean, one can only say that it's very poor batting. And 1 over for 11 for Malik. Imran Tahir was the man of the match, 3.2 overs, no made, 27 runs and 3 wickets. And Kiran Pollard, 3 overs, no made, and 28 runs and 2 wickets. So that wraps up the Pakistan Super League. Now let's have a look at some quick cricket news here. The cricket news which is coming in from Zimbabwe is in the World Cup qualifiers are going to be starting in the month of March, and it's going to be played in Zimbabwe, as you know. So the home team, Zimbabwe, has announced its team for the World Cup qualifiers. Sean Williams has been recalled. I'm very happy about that because I thought Sean Williams was not there for the tour, for the Tri-Series, and I was definitely thinking about Sean Williams because I thought he's someone who is a sort of he's a three-dimensional player, batting, bowling and fielding, and he can also, he's someone, according to me, is a real asset to the Zimbabwe team. So I was really surprised when Zimbabwe did not have the services of Sean Williams in the team, the Tri-Series, where Zimbabwe lost, as we all know. But I'm very happy to see that he has been recalled. He has been pulled back into the team, and I think that will, because he is someone I thought always that he could provide a lot of stability to the batting. He's a very useful bowler. He's a very useful fielder as well, and I'm very happy to see that Sean Williams has been back. So he would be in the Zimbabwe team for the World Cup qualifiers, as we all know. And Zimbabwe's first opponent is going to be Nepal in the first World Cup qualifier game. And Sipak Zhao has also been recalled. So Ryan Bull has lost his place. Masakanda has lost his place. Other than that, the news that I could show, Kenyan, I would say the Kenyan cricket is in real trouble here. The Kenyan captain, coach, and the board president resigning after their very poor show in the Under-19 World Cup as well, I suppose. And also, they have not been doing well. They have been languishing at the bottom of the table, and that's the precise reason we see that Kenyan cricket is not looking good at all. Well, dear fans, subscribers, always a pleasure bringing you this daily cricket show of mine. Hope you all loved it, and we will be seeing each other tomorrow on my next cricket happening show, which will be talking about the T20 match between India and South Africa. And as I said, may the best team win, and thanks for your support, dear fans and subscribers. This is your host signing off this on a Saturday. Thank you.